So here's another reason why you should consider a career in cybersecurity. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Tech G back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about cybersecurity and why you should consider a career in pursuing cybersecurity, because apparently out in these cybersecurity streets, there is a crisis amongst us where people are contemplating on quitting the industry, which could leave a bunch of employment opportunities open for people like you who are thinking about pursuing a career in cyber security. So let's go ahead and check out this article real quick. It says, bad news. The cybersecurity skills crisis is about to get even worse. It says, new research suggests nearly a third of cybersecurity professionals are planning to quit the industry at a time when companies are struggling to protect their networks from attacks. So like I said, this might be the prime time opportunity for those of you who are still riding the fence to come on over to the cybersecurity world so you can get hired. It says nearly a third of the cybersecurity force is planning to leave the industry in the near future. New research suggests, leaving organizations in a troubling position as the threat landscape evolves at an alarming rate. Cybersecurity firm Trellix commissioned a survey of 1,000 cybersecurity professionals globally and found that 30% are planning to change professions within 2 or more years. Organizations are already facing cybersecurity skills shortages, with not enough people having the skills and qualifications required to keep IT systems secure from breaches and other security threats. I've been telling you guys that time and time again on this channel that there are way more cybersecurity jobs available than there are people to fulfill the jobs. So you need to get skilled up, certed up so you can get the job. And now you add it to the fact that 30% of these people plan on quitting. Well, guess what? There is a job waiting for you. It says, adding more fuel to the fire, organizations face a growing threat from cyber criminals and nation state hackers whose attacks are growing in volume and sophistication. Trellix survey found that 85% of organizations report that a workforce shortage is impacting their ability to secure their IT systems and networks. As for cybersecurity workers themselves, those who plan on leaving the profession are doing so because they feel underappreciated and unable to grow in their roles. Now, for those of you who are not in tech, I don't want this to come as a shock to you, but damn near every IT job, the workers feel underappreciated. Nobody even notices you're there until something goes wrong. So just get comfortable with the idea that you are essentially invisible and underappreciated until somebody's internet connection goes down. This is kind of how it goes, y'all. Article goes on to say about 35% say a lack of clear career path is one of the reasons why they want to leave. You got another 31% say it's a lack of social recognition. And then you got about 25% of these people saying that limited support to develop their skills were cited as the top 3 frustrations pushing security workers to quit. So a lack of a clear career path. I guess that implies that these people are going to get these IT jobs. They're in there just preventing people from breaking into systems all day long, doing what they were hired to do. But I guess the companies that they work for really haven't laid out a clear path of forward progression in terms of if you do this, that, and the third, you should expect to get this or this type of promotion whatsoever. So that may be an issue with the companies that some of these people are working for. Also, we talked about this. It says 31% say it's a lack of social recognition. Like I stated earlier, when you work in IT, hardly anybody is going to come around giving you a pat on the back or even recognizing you. The only time they're going to recognize you is if the internet goes down or if a database goes down or somebody hacks into the system, and then all of a sudden all eyeballs are on you. But after everything is patched up and fixed, you kind of just fade away into the background. I mean, at least that's how it's been ever since I've been in IT. I really don't recall too many times people were coming around, lifting me up on their shoulders and celebrating me. It rarely ever happened like that. But the other reason they list is limited support to develop their skills. So I guess that implies that people feel like the companies probably aren't paying for them to get higher level certifications, some type of extra training, maybe to attend this conference, maybe to attend this over here and do this over there. And I get it. Some of these companies that these people work for probably do not have the funds to do it, or maybe they do have the funds and they just don't see and or understand the value in sending people off to do these other endeavors that could hopefully bring some type of fulfillment to these people working in these jobs. Because let's just keep it a buck, a lot of these companies really do not understand exactly what cybersecurity is. Let's just imagine you're working for a large hotel chain or something like that, or whatever company that you want to work for. Their main mission is putting people in hotel rooms. Their main mission is not focused on exactly what cybersecurity people do. That is normally up to the cybersecurity department, the CIO, the CTO, and all them other people who are supposed to be talking to the CEO and the board and whoever else is supposed to report to let them know about the importance of whatever the heck it is people feel like is important to their career progression. And unfortunately, you're not going to find too many people that actually really care. All they want is that internet to be working and to prevent people from hacking into systems. And if that is what is accomplished, then guess what? Those who are not working in tech, they are cool with that. They don't understand all this other crap we be talking about on this channel. So listen, I'm not trying to paint this dire picture here. I'm just trying to let you all know about the realities of what happens when you go work for a company in a IT or cybersecurity role. These are some of the things that you need to expect, so you're not blindsided. You're like, oh my goodness, they don't support us. Yeah, they probably don't. They'll probably support the bare necessities to get the job done. All this extracurricular stuff that you want to do to move your career forward, you may or may not get that. At least that's been my experience with dealing with some of the companies that I've dealt with in the past. But do not let that stop you from pursuing whatever goals that you feel like you need to pursue in order to be happy with your life. Article goes on to say other reasons spurring a move away from cybersecurity were professionals feeling they had accomplished all they had wanted from their roles, burnout, and not being satisfied with their salaries. Yes, not being satisfied with your salary could be a major motivating factor for you to want to quit a profession, but if you want higher salaries, oftentimes you're going to have to go out there and possibly do other things. You may have to go back to school, get a higher level degree so you can move up in terms of a management position. You may have to go get you another certification so you can transfer to another company that's offering higher pay, because the company that you work for, they're like, we're cool. We're just going to pay you X amount of money and keep it pushing, buddy. These are just some of the things you might want to consider, ladies and gentlemen. Article goes on to say organizations recognize that support for the development of skills, which is about 85%, and certifications, which is about 80%, were highly important factors for the industry to address to expand the workforce. Efforts to promote cybersecurity careers, which is about 43%, encouraging students to pursue STEM-related careers, with about another 41%, and further funding support, which is like 31%, ranked among the top ways to attract more people into cybersecurity jobs. Says, meanwhile, more than 9 in 10, or 94%, cybersecurity professionals feel that employers could be doing more to encourage community mentoring programs with a presence in K through 12 schools. And I agree with that right there. I do think a lot of companies should be reaching out to these elementary, high schools and trying to encourage these kids to go into cybersecurity, especially since these companies in the industry at large are complaining that there aren't enough people to fulfill these roles. So yes, they should be putting more effort into doing that. Also, if you are a cybersecurity professional and you are feeling a little bit frustrated, maybe this is something that you could take on as a personal project of yours. Maybe that can bring you some fulfillment. If you got the time, you can go out there and start talking to people, maybe try to start up a little cybersecurity program on the side, teaching people. I don't freaking know, but maybe this is something that you could do. Article says Fabian Wretch, who's the VP of something at Trellix, said the need to remove barriers to entry in cybersecurity had never been greater. Wretch told ZDNet, to help cultivate and nurture the best cybersecurity workforce for our future, we should broaden the scope for talent and change our working practices in the sector. Closing the talent gap is not only a business imperative, but a critical factor for our security. A shortage of talent talent for employers and a lack of support for employees are not the only issues facing the cybersecurity industry. Respondents to Trellix survey said employers and educators need to do more to promote diversity, inclusion, and equality. Says of the respondents surveyed, 78% were male, 64% were white, and 89% were heterosexual, highlighting an urgent need to diversify the cybersecurity profession. So this little tidbit is important. Hence, one of the reasons why I created this YouTube channel is because I wanted young minorities and Black folks to see that there are Black people in tech, because as the numbers just highlighted right here, just based off of this survey, the overwhelming majority of the people who were surveyed were white males. And when you get into tech, guess what? The tech industry, cybersecurity industry is dominated by white males. That's just kind of how it is. So I do kind of understand the need to diversify to a certain extent, but I believe diversification shouldn't just be predicated strictly off of we want more female or Black faces, Hispanic faces, or whatever type of faces are in there. I believe that this diversification component should be heavily backed by qualifications, meaning you're getting qualified people who can do these jobs, or you're not just diversifying just for the sake of diversifying. But that's my personal 2 cents on that component. It says the majority of respondents, 91%, recognize the need for wider efforts to grow the cybersecurity talent pool from diverse groups. It says when it comes to encouraging more people to consider a career in cybersecurity, respondents reported inclusivity and equality for women at about 79%. Diversity of the cybersecurity workforce at 77%, and pay gaps between different demographic groups at 72% as highly or extremely important factors for the industry to address. Says nearly all, or about 94% of professionals surveyed by Trellix, felt their employers could be doing more to consider employees from non-traditional cybersecurity backgrounds. Most respondents, about 92%, believe greater mentorship, internships, and apprenticeships would support the participation of workers from diverse backgrounds in cybersecurity roles. Further, 85% felt that a lack of understanding of opportunities available in cybersecurity was discouraging people from joining the industry, resulting in the current workforce shortages. Rec added, the future of our industry relies on us actively working to inspire employees daily, supporting their progression and increasing awareness of a career in cyber amongst talented individuals from different backgrounds. This cannot be achieved by one organization and requires a collective effort across organizations and bodies within public and private sectors. All right, folks. So there you have it. That is the crisis that people out here talking about in cybersecurity. It's way too many cybersecurity roles and not enough people to fulfill those roles. And then out of the people that are currently working in the industry, they say about 30% are contemplating on quitting for various reasons. But one of the reasons I believe that they are probably quitting probably more so has to deal with burnout, being that they don't have enough support to go around to help them actively protect these systems and do everything that they're supposed to do. That's what I truly think the main reason is burnout. Now, with that being said, this does present a lot of opportunities out there for you. For those of you who are contemplating on entering the industry and getting certified, you go get your certifications. I can almost 100% guarantee somebody will hire you. All you got to do is just get these doggone certifications, go in there and successfully pass an interview. It is almost a shoo-in that you will probably get hired. Trust me when I tell you this. That is how desperate the industry is for people to enter this career field. Also, this does give you a little bit of power to possibly negotiate higher salaries depending upon how skilled you are. Now, obviously, if you are brand new off the block getting started in IT, your negotiating powers with salaries probably isn't going to be that strong. But if you are working in the industry already and you're thinking about switching to another company to try a different type of cybersecurity role, or you're switching from one aspect of IT, like maybe database development or something, and you want to become cybersecurity professional, you may have more leverage in possibly negotiating a higher salary because the demand for cybersecurity workers is hella strong out in these streets these days. So think about those things, ladies and gentlemen. Do not necessarily get discouraged because 30% want to leave, because remember, there are still 70% who apparently want to stay for whatever reason it may be. So I just want to share that with you all, just to kind of let you know what's cracking out in these cybersecurity streets. And like I said, if you are new, you can go ahead and bang the subscribe button to my channel, because over here on Tech G, we teach people entry level IT certifications to push you all towards getting a career in cybersecurity. So with that being said, hit the like button, share button, drop a comment, but one more time, subscribe to this channel, and I will holler at you on the next video. Peace.